Hi everybody, this is Jennifer McCreath, and you are looking at my beautiful display of the United States of America with the 32 NFL teams geographically placed on the map. Now, I read online about Coach Fangio in Denver looking to suggest a realignment to eliminate the possibilities of weak division winners getting into the playoffs at 7-9 and hosting a home game. So I'm proposing a radical change up, division realignment, and change of plans, but I think my idea is not quite as radical. I mean, Fangio wants to split the conferences in a way that you would play 15 of your 16 games against your home conference and only one against the other conference. I don't like that. I like the current system where everybody plays everyone at least once every 4 years. So here's what I'm proposing. Instead of having 2 conferences and 8 divisions, we're going to have 2 conferences, 4 divisions, and each division will be broken up into 2 imaginary pods. And we're going to do it all by geography. The NFC and the AFC are no more. We're going to go east and west, which is going to cut down on travel in some ways. And first major change is we're going to go from 16 games to 18 games, which is something I know the NFL wants to do, which means we'll reduce the preseason. So here's what I propose. Let's take an example. Well, first let me try to explain. As has been accustomed, you have home and away games against your 3 divisional opponents. Now what we're going to do is home and away against your pods. So let's take, this is the Western Conference, 16 teams in the West, 16 teams in the East, 2 divisions of 8, which is this center line, which I've divided here. And of course, these represent the pods. So we're going to have, within the Western Conference, we're going to have 2 divisions. Let's say the Lamar Hunt division and the Vince Lombardi division. Kansas City Chiefs, let's use them as an example, because they're my favorite team. So you're going to play everyone in your division once a year, plus you're going to play your pod compatriots an additional game. So Kansas City, home and away against Denver every year, home and away against San Francisco, home and away against Seattle. 2, 4, 6 games right there. The other part of your division, home, away, away. And then next year we'll do it opposite, home, away, away. So every year you're going to play Vegas, Arizona, Chargers, and the Rams. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right away, 10 out of your 18 games are within your division. That's exciting. At the same time, we don't want to exclude the opportunity to play the other teams. So what we currently see is in a 4-division conference, you play every other conference once every 3 years. You do a division. Now we're going to do it by pod, but in this case, it's every other year. So just to review, 2 games, 4, 6 against your pod, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, year 1, 2 home games, 2 away games against the North pod. Next year, it'll be 2 and 2 against the South pod. And again, so every 2 years, you'll play all of the other 8 teams in your conference who are in the other division. Does that make sense so far? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Year 1, 11, 12, 13, 14. Year 2, 11, 12, 13, 14. Which means you will see every team in the West every other year, at the very least. So our 4 remaining games will essentially be the same concept. We have, every 4 years, an AFC team will pick an NFC division and go through that division. This year, the Kansas City Chiefs, for example, have been playing the NFC North. So, okay, again, let's take a look at my East. 2 divisions of 8, North, South. Each division split into pods. So year 1, let's play the South pod. Home and home, away, away. So year 1, Atlanta and Jacksonville at home, Tampa and Miami on the road. Year 2, year 3, year 4, Back to year 5. Now it's Atlanta and Jacksonville on the road, and Tampa and Miami at home. So once every 8 years, you will host every single team. Year 2, year 3, year 4. Does that make sense? 18 games, 3 against your pod rivals, 4 more against your division rivals, 4 more every other year against your conference rivals, and every 4 years you'll play teams in the other conference. So you'll see everybody at least once every 4 years. Let's do that again. Let's pick another example. New England Patriots. There they are. That says NE. So they're pod. Now, I guess what's unique is you're going to keep some rivals and you're going to lose some. But ultimately, it's about geography, so less travel. Patriots would still play the Jets twice a year, but they'd also play the Giants and the Eagles twice a year. So there's 2, 4, 6. The other pod within their division, Detroit, Pitt, Cleve, Buff. So every year you'll play those 4 teams. Again, 2 home, 2 away. The other conference, likewise, year 1, Cincinnati, Baltimore at home, Washington, Carolina on the road. Year 2, Atlanta, Jacks, Tampa, Miami. Then year 3, you'll flip-flop. The other 2 home, the other 2 away. Every other year you see the 8 teams. And then, once again, for your 4 remaining games, you'll play 1 pod every 4 years. Now, part 2 of the suggestion is how do we align the playoffs? Instead of having 4 division winners and 2 wild cards, we're going to have 2 division winners and 4 wild cards. So, okay, Kansas City, let's pretend. Well, actually, this could be reality next year. If they do this, the Chiefs will go 16-0, and they will be the number 1 seed. Dallas, they're going to improve. They're going to fire that coach, and they're going to go 15-1. And so the Chiefs 1, Dallas 2, division winners, first round bye. Then you take the 3, 4, 5, 6, whoever they are, and throw them into a wild card round. 3 will host 6, 4 will host 5. And then reseed. 1 will host the lowest remaining, 2 will host the highest remaining. Flip-flop, vice versa, same concept. So, the odds of a 7-9 team getting into the playoffs, not very likely. However, it does put some incentive on winning your division. Could we potentially see a case where the top 2 teams in a conference are, say, San Fran and Seattle? Both go 13-3. And your top team in this conference, Tennessee, goes 12-4. Yeah, that could happen. But it's less likely. And, I don't know, it's not a perfect idea, but it's, what do you think? Better than what we got, I think. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Again, 18 games instead of 16. More games against your geographical close rivals. And less travel to the opposite coast. Retain some of your regular rivals and gain some new rivals. Look at this. I mean, who wouldn't want to see the Chargers and the Rams every year twice? That would be cool. Same thing with the Giants and Jets. They only play once every 4 years. They friggin' share the same city. They share the same stadium. Home and home every year, twice. That would be a lot of fun. Again, you're still going to get your Giants-Philly rivalry. You're keeping some of these. Look at this one. Buffalo. They don't have any real geographic rivals in their current division, so let's play Detroit and Cleveland every year. Why not? That'd be fun. How about the Florida division and Atlanta? I mean, that's perfect. Talk about your rivalries. Look at the SEC and how the geography of college football. If you get these 4 teams playing each other twice every year, that's one hell of a division. Yeah, Dallas. Why the hell was Dallas in the East anyways? You look where they are. They should be in the West. I mean, technically, the center, it's not really fair. If you look at the NFL, you got 8 teams in the Western Hemisphere, and you got 24 in the East, but I don't know. I think this is a neat idea, and I'm putting it out there for all of you people. Hope you enjoy it.